can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Moore, the man in motion. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On second down, it's Harrison. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Chargers at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. We'll get this up to about the 44. When you look at this Bronco defense, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now a 2nd and 6. Herbert changing things up. On second down now, it's Harrison. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On third down, Harrison. Down the right sideline. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 5. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And now they'll shift things around. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. An audible here to get a new look. Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown, Chargers! Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A try here for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Throwing on 1st down, Morrison. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2nd and 5. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Morrison. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd down and 6 now.
Herbert off of play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ray. Let's go. Baylor Tiger. 21.
Herbert on first down now. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Baylor Tigers. 59. Hey, we'll go more. Hey, Ram. Baylor Tigers.
Now it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You look at this Bronco defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground, because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen, and the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrison.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll audible to something else.
He will find Davis on the left side complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chargers' 37-yard line.
Come on.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, though, that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a give. Akers running left.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll bring Jeudy in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the gun on 3rd down. Morrison. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 14. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
In motion goes the tight end. Herbert now. That's complete right around the 8. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! Rondell Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Off play action. Morrison uncorks one for Davis.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a 10-yard loss.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Morrison finding Williams once more. Complete. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morrison. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down. Morrison. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Morrison.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
To throw on 2nd down. Morrison.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Off the play fake. Morrison. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
Well, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Justin Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Kappa. Go. Baylor Tiger.
Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now they'll change things up. That's quickly out wide to Davis. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Morrison. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Jerry Jeudy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 84 yards. And the Broncos strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
21. Chargers 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now a dump off here complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 34-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And he goes out right around the 39. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Run. Hey, ram. Baylor Tigers. Let's go. 5-9. Hey, go Lion.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hold me to Christ. Go.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Catholic, go.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Herbert on 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 30-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, ram. Home quick drive. 21. Hey, Ray. Let's go.
Throwing, Herbert.
Over the middle, complete. It's Curtis.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Hey, easy. We go orange. 21. Hey, ram. Baylor tight.
Herbert.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
They'll try to run this one in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had enough.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
5-9. Let's go. Hey. 5-9. Go.
Herbert. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good.
Here it is, 4th and goal.
Hey, go Lion. Hey, Opie. 59. Home quick right. Let's go.
They snap it to Herbert. This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the kick is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jones breaking from the contact. And this is recovered by the Chargers. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Broncos, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5.